welcome to this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. I am Megara Vijaymanna.
And I am Tharandu Amarasekara. This is the sound of profitability. Sri Lanka has sold 5,999 million rupees worth treasury bills offered at a tap rate of 8.04% according to the State Debt Office.
The Debt Office sold 12-month bills at 8.04% and the Debt Office raised 85 billion rupees of 3, 6 and 12-month bills.
The government revenue collection in May peaked at 486 billion rupees, bringing the total of the first 5 months of the year to nearly 2 trillion rupees, which is half of 2024's full year haul. As per latest data released by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, the government revenue and grants amounted to 1,942 billion rupees, that is 1.94 trillion rupees, as against 1,619 billion rupees in the corresponding period of last year, reflecting a 20% increase. Of the figure, tax revenue amounted to 1,802 billion rupees. Overall revenue collection in May amounted to 486 billion rupees, the highest for the year so far, surpassing 414 billion rupees netted in February and higher than April, which was at 387 billion rupees, and March at 306 billion rupees. And now it's time for the corporate highlights. Ventive Hospitality Limited, an Indian-based company which owns hotels and retail properties in South Asia, is exploring a resort development in Sri Lanka, according to Director Thilan Vijayasinghe in a statement. Ventive Hospitality is backed by US-based Blackstone Group and India-based Punchsil Group. Vijayasinghe's TW Holdings had recently advised on a Blackstone acquisition of an Indian property group which promoted Sri Lanka's Altair holdings. Ventive Hospitality is already developing an 80-room hotel in Sri Lanka's Potuville, according to its website. Its portfolio includes 11 operational hotels in India and the Maldives. Ventive also manages 3.4 million square feet of commercial and retail space.
In a landmark move for Sri Lanka's digital economy, Surge Global and Calcey Technologies has combined forces in a $40 million deal to set up Short Circuit Pte Limited, a regional tech powerhouse. This deal is backed by Hatton National Bank.
The merger, which includes USD 4.5 million in debt financing and USD 1.5 million in equity from global business leaders Sir Mahesh Patel and Lei Shi, brings together over 500 employees across Sri Lanka, India, Qatar, Singapore, and international remote hubs. Short Circuit will unify product engineering, user experience design, performance marketing, and commercialization under one integrated operating model. The company is already active in North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, and has outlined plans for strategic acquisitions and vertical expansions through 2026.
Sri Lanka has given a 25-year tax holiday and the next 10 years at half rate to Ceylon Real Estate Holdings Private Limited to develop a mixed-use plot in the Colombo port city.
Ceylon Real Estate Holdings is a subsidiary of Browns Investments plc, which is the strategic investment arm of LOLC Holdings plc. Ceylon Real Estate Holdings will invest $320,401,000 USD for construction costs and $90,618,000 for other costs, which will be raised from foreign sources. This project within the Port City Special Economic Zone will encompass 53,602 square meters of Grade A office space, 22,972 square meters of retail-themed centralized commercial space, and 84,232 square meters of high-end residential space, the Gazette notice said. The office spaces within the project are expected to accommodate 4,000 to 6,000 individuals. fostering job creation in finance, IT, logistics, and other related sectors.
Time for the ESG update of the week. Microsoft will purchase up to 4.9 million tons of permanent CO2 removal from vaulted deep over 12 years. This marks a major step forward towards the scalable carbon removal infrastructure.
Vaulted's method used deep well injection to permanently sequester organic waste underground, addressing both climate and public health challenges. The offtake agreement marks a major milestone not only for carbon dioxide removal sector, but also for the biosolids management industry, which has seen little innovation in over half a century.
Here's Megara with the international update of the week.
The lawmakers in US have passed the first major cryptocurrency legislation. The bill sets up a regulatory regime for the so-called stable coins, which is a cryptocurrency that is backed by assets and is seen as reliable like the dollar. Known as the Genius Act, the bill is one of the three pieces of cryptocurrency legislation that is advancing in Washington, backed by Trump. The president once derided crypto as a scam, but his opinion shifted as he won backing from the sector and got involved in the industry as a businessman with ties to firms such as the World Liberty Financial. Supporters of the legislation say it's aimed at providing clear rules for a growing industry, ensuring that the US keeps pace with advances in payment systems. The crypto industry had been pushing for such measures in hopes it could spur more people to use digital currency and bring it more into the mainstream.
And that's it for this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. No matter what investment decision you make it with the right intent. We will see you in a brand new week.